What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. Welcome to our daily show where we discuss everything going on here in our country that you need to know about here on a daily basis. And will gas prices go down here after the holiday? Maybe. Check this out. Yeah, you can see here gasoline prices are expected to continue to fall after Labor Day. And some states could see below $3. I've seen in the comments section some states are below $3 a gallon here, especially in the southeast. Some states like Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Texas, some cities are below $3 right now. Labor Day is here and summer driving season is coming to an end. Without the protracted period of super high gasoline prices some had feared, we have seen gas go down for up to 80 days in a row here, according to AAA. Gas Buddy expects some states could see prices average even below $3 a gallon at some point later this year. Analysts warn the outlook for gasoline prices could change at any point, particularly if there is a hurricane affecting the U.S. Gulf or if there's a spike in oil prices. This is the problem with gas and oil. The other issue that's already arising here, the massive oil producer group OPEC has surprised the energy market already with a small energy production cut. So they have seen that gas prices around the world have gone down so quickly that they have reduced oil production for the world. Yeah, this is the problem here. This is why we don't want to be too reliant on oil for the world here. OPEC and non-OPEC partners, an influential energy alliance known as OPEC Plus, decided to cut production targets by about 100,000 barrels per day from October. So they know what they're doing, guys. They're trying to artificially, or they're going to, keep oil prices high. Energy analysts had broadly expected the group to stay the course with its production policy. Instead, they're going to cut oil production to keep oil prices high. It comes amid a bitter energy dispute between Russia and the West, with many in Europe deeply concerned about the prospect of a recession and a winter gas shortage. Now, on this news, we have already seen the price of oil start to go up. You can see WTI crude creeping up towards $90 a barrel at $89 a barrel. Brent crude starting to creep up again, getting closer to $100 a barrel at $95 a barrel. So you can see here all this starting to creep up once again. Natural gas creeping up towards 8.8 here yet again. This is very, very extremely high here. You can see here, this is the graph for natural gas here. Extremely high, extremely high. This is at a 15-year high here. And it's really spiked up here because of Russia has cut off natural gas supply to Europe and has really made it go up dramatically. Look at how low it was here before the Russian war back in January, February. And then when the war started to come on, how much higher? I mean, we were down at 380 and now it's 8.8. So it has more than doubled, almost close to tripled in price here. Because that's at 8.78, almost 8.8 here right now. That's extremely high, more than doubled. Yeah, and remember, natural gas is what people use to heat their homes with. So this is very, very expensive. And here's the national average price of gas here in the U.S. it's kind of stopped going down. It's kind of stopped going down right now. Will it continue to go down after the holidays? We'll have to see here, but you can see regular gas hasn't gone down here for the last 2 days. It's stuck at 378. Diesel, it's kind of at 506, 507. A week ago it was at 505. So diesel's maybe gone down like a penny. But diesel was below $5. So diesel did go up. Question here, have we seen a plateau? Now that oil is going back up and OPEC has cut supply, meaning they're going to be producing less oil, they're trying to make oil prices go back up. Will gas go back up? Yes, this is the problem here, guys. And California gas prices here, 526 as well. They've stopped going down here as well. So, yeah, gas prices for now have stopped going down. So let me know what gas is where you are. Have you seen it stop going down? Have you seen it creep up? Have you seen it go down? Let me know what city and state you're in on the comment section and what gas currently is. I've seen some people say gas is below $3. I've seen some people say gas is still in the $4. If you're in California, it might be in the $5. What a big disparity there. Some people have gas, $2.99, some people in the threes, some people in the fours. If you're in California, it's in the fives. That's a big, huge difference depending on where you live. And now we have OPEC, who's, other different countries here, saying they're going to cut oil production to raise the price of oil, which has a large impact on the price of oil, which is impact on the price of gas. And remember, that affects the price of gas here in the US as well. So even like Russia, what happens in Russia and Ukraine, even if we don't buy a single drop of Russian oil, it impacts the price of oil, which impacts the price of gas here. Because remember, the oil and gas companies, they sell gas for as much as they can. Yeah. And same thing with natural gas as well. So this is the problem here. This is why on a government level, the governments around the world are trying to switch to solar, wind power, and nuclear. And same thing with the U.S., trying to make more solar, more wind, and even some nuclear. They're not. It's not like they're going crazy on nuclear or anything like that. But the more wind and the more solar and stuff like that, the better, because it means less gas that the government has to use. We still need gas for our cars and stuff like that, of course, and we still need gas for our homes. But things like solar and things like wind, the government can put those up, and then they don't have to use more gas for our power grid and natural gas for our power grid, which makes it less of a demand on the system, which is good because then it doesn't continue to send gas prices as high as they could be. So it puts less strain, less demand on the system. So less demand means lower prices. That's a good thing because we don't need prices to be any higher than they are. Look at what happens. I mean, as soon as gas starts to go down even a little bit, they manipulate the system. You know, OPEC starts cutting demand, and I was a little skeptical even a few days ago. I said, it's nice to see this now, but I don't have a lot of faith in this long term because these oil companies are out to make as much money as possible off your and my backs. And the more reliant we are on gas, the worse it's going to be. So the problem is that not everybody can go out and get solar panels. Not everybody can go out and get electric vehicles. I don't have either of them. Okay, but they are starting to make cars now for like 25,000, 30,000 cars that cost like $200, $219 a month for an electric vehicle, like the Chevy. I think it was the Chevy Bolt EV with a B. They have the Chevy Volt and the Chevy Bolt. but they're going to start making cheaper electric vehicles. But that's going to take some time and stuff like that. But not everybody can afford stuff like that. But the government can do stuff like make solar panels and electric grid and wind power. Wind power was actually our #2 source of power for the country, um, sometimes here in the United States. So that can help bring down our reliance on fossil fuels because they're just really expensive. And the more fossil fuels we use, the more expensive it makes our gas that we put in our car and the gas we use for our homes, our natural gas. So um, it actually costs us more money in our pockets if the government's using more, believe it or not. Yeah, and countries all around the world dealing with inflation. Germany announces a multi-billion-dollar inflation relief package. Does that sound familiar, right? Everybody thinks it's only the US. It's not. Inflation is everywhere around the world. Germany announces a multi-billion-dollar inflation relief package. The German government has announced a $65 billion relief package to help citizens facing soaring inflation and surging energy costs as Russia cuts off its gas supplies to Europe. In fact, we happen to be talking about Germany. Here it is, right from Fox News from yesterday. Inflation in Germany hits a near 50-year high amid energy crisis. Russia continues to cut off supply of oil and natural gas to Germany amid record high inflation. See, everybody's dealing with high inflation. Everybody's dealing with high gas prices. Everybody is dealing with the war in Ukraine and the effects of this. Um, Everybody's dealing with this. They're dealing with near 50-year high inflation. We're dealing with 40-year high inflation. This is going on everywhere, guys. Here's another article. Germany inflation in Germany could hit a 70-year high of 10% amid Russia's natural gas squeeze. German central bank chief says it could hit near 10%. So this is the thing here is I know everybody wants to say, oh, things are terrible here in the US. It's Biden's fault or it's whoever's fault or this, that, and the other thing. And again, we just happen to be talking about Germany here because they passed this Inflation Reduction Act or whatever. This is going on everywhere. Everywhere in the whole world pretty much is dealing with high gas prices, high natural gas prices, high inflation. It's bad everywhere, guys. And meanwhile, Russia's trying to convince the world and the nuclear inspectors that are now there that a rocket turned around 180 degrees in midair before landing in Ukraine's nuclear plant. Guys, you can't make this up. Check out this footage. He's like, oh yeah, the rocket turns around 180 degrees in midair. Look at this. He's like, yeah, it didn't come from us. The rocket came from Ukraine. Look, it turns around 180 degrees. It doesn't come from Russia. These guys are unbelievable, right? Unbelievable. Can you imagine trying to explain this to inspectors? Meanwhile, Ukraine President Zelensky says Russia is using a nuclear weapon by occupying the major nuclear plant that's under Russian control. President Zelensky says that Russia is using a nuclear weapon by occupying Europe's largest power plant, the nuclear power plant, where ongoing conflict has heightened international concern. There is now UN inspectors there. That's who the Russian guy was trying to convince the UN inspectors that the rocket did a 180-degree turn midair and then landed that way so that it wasn't the Russians that shot it from that direction. Yeah, okay. that the Russians' military presence at this Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant, Zelensky said, is a tantamount to Russians occupying 6 Chernobyls, referring to the site of the 1986 nuclear meltdown in Ukraine under the former Soviet Union. You see, they occupy our nuclear station, 6 blocks, the biggest in Europe. It means the biggest danger in Europe, so they occupied it. So that is, it means that they use nuclear weapon. That is a nuclear weapon. And they cut the power to it, just like yesterday or the day before, that the power was cut to the station. Zelensky says, quote, there shouldn't be any military personnel there. There shouldn't be any military equipment on the territory, and there shouldn't be the workers of a nuclear power plant who are surrounded by people with firearms. I agree with him. And there was footage shown of Russia with Russian vehicles stored inside there, military vehicles stored inside there. And of course, Russia's trying to blame everything on Ukraine, right? Oh yeah, the rocket did a 180-degree turn. It didn't come from us. It came from them. Yeah. So yeah, this is the problem here. Let me know your thoughts here in the comments. But looks like the war is not going to be ending anytime soon. And yeah, just this is the problem with the world today. Is we need more people to be kind and be positive. So that's our message for today. Be kind, be positive, spread the love, spread the cheer, and be kind to your fellow man. When people get help, they be happy for them, and because next time around it might be you, maybe it is you this time. But let's be kind to our fellow man. I'll keep you up to date here with everything going on here in our country that you need to know about here on a daily basis. So make sure to click the subscribe button down below if you haven't yet, and the bell icon so you get notifications when we go live. It's completely free to do so. New videos come out here every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can click here to watch my newest video next, and you can click here to see my newest video on checks going out to millions of people. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.